Jennifer was just an ordinary girl who had been crushing on campus for 3 years. No matter how shamelessly she begged for scraps, he never gave her the time of day. With graduation looming, Jennifer made a bet: if they dated for 3 months and he still felt nothing, she would never bother him again. 3 months later, he was breathless from her kiss. Jennifer asked, "Do you like me even a little now?" He glanced sideways at her and drawled, "What are you thinking?" Looking into those cool, mocking eyes, Jennifer slid off his lap. "A bet's a bet. I won't pester you anymore." She stopped engineering chance meetings, yet somehow she kept bumping into him. Every time, she pretended not to see, until the day he watched her hand a gift to another guy. He snatched the box away, eyes red. "You kissed me, aren't you going to take responsibility?" Before we go on, subscribe and tell us in the comments where you're listening from. Jennifer fell for Dylan at first sight. Tina said all love at first sight is just lust for a pretty face. True, she adored that face, cool pale skin, sharp features. Especially those peach blossom eyes, icy and forbidden, that drove her crazy. Morgan, Dylan and his crowd were in the booth beside theirs. Jennifer, a little drunk, stared openly in their direction. She watched Dylan lounging in the corner, phone in hand, as aloof as ever. Tina nudged her. "Stop gawking, if you like him, go for it." Jennifer shook her head. She was too plain, the girl next door type. Her only asset was smooth, fair skin. Hardly enough to match the dream guy. Tina said, "Worst case, he says no. But if you never try, the answer's always no." Maybe it was the booze or the stuffy room. Jennifer's face burned, her thoughts blurred. It made sense. Tina kept pushing, "Go on, try, then." Jennifer tossed back another drink, staggered over. His friend Sam spotted her, got the message, and gave up the seat beside Dylan. Everyone knew she was Dylan's hopeless. To glean any scrap about him, she bribed these guys plenty. She sat, eyes hazy, and tugged his sleeve. "Dylan, I really like you. Be my boyfriend, okay?" Chatting, drinking, arm wrestling, all hit pause. They hadn't expected her to be this bold. They wanted to see what Dylan would do. He merely lifted an eyelid, yanked his sleeve free, and shifted away, pretending he hadn't heard. Jennifer wouldn't quit. She held up 3 fingers. 3 months. "We date for 3 months. If you still don't like me, I swear I'll vanish. No texts, no chance meetings, no games, no matching classes." Cameron didn't bite. Jennifer feigned interest. "Dylan, are you scared you'll fall for me?" He smiled like it was the best joke. "You're imagining things. Then dare to bet." "Not interested." "You're afraid to lose. Afraid you'll like me. Afraid you won't be able to control yourself." Dylan stayed unmoved. Jennifer played her trump card. "What, are you even a man? Few guys can swallow that." He finally looked up, annoyed. "You're noisy. Take the bet and I'll shut up." "Ellis." His friends jeered. "Girl, no chance. Our man Dylan's immune to women. Him falling for you is less likely than my grandpa fathering another kid. Give up, Ice Boy isn't your type." "I'm single, how about me instead?" Suddenly Dylan spoke. 3 months, then. Jennifer snapped out of her daze, ecstatic, almost screaming. "You agreed!" She clamped a hand over her mouth and stomped in delight like she'd hit the jackpot. Her goofy reaction even pulled a faint smile from him. She glanced around, then grabbed his face and kissed him. His lips were softer than she'd dreamed. In her floaty haze she was pushed away. Dylan frowned. "What are you doing?" She licked her lips. "Enjoying girlfriend perks. Boyfriends can't ban kissing." Dylan pressed his lips silent. Her heart pounded. She needed air before she did something worse. "Ahem, my friends are waiting, see you guys later." His buddies were still stunned that she'd stolen a kiss. Once she left, they burst out laughing. "Tina, I did it, I did it." Dylan said yes to 3 months. "If he still doesn't like me after, I'm out of his life." Perfect. Even if it ends, you'll have had 3 months with him. Jennifer could barely breathe from excitement. Right. She still couldn't believe she was officially Dylan's girlfriend. That night she couldn't sleep and texted him. Dylan's girlfriend, official, can't sleep from missing you. What do I do? L? Only a question mark from Dylan, but Sam sent ha ha ha. She replied, Sam, that username's pro. With guts like that you'll succeed at anything. Jennifer agreed, Riley, I think so too. Ignoring Sam, she messaged Dylan again. Dylan's girlfriend, official, I'm so happy I'm finally your girlfriend. I waited 3 years, dream come true. You have no idea how much I want to be with you. Sometimes I wish I were your phone, lying in your palm, poked and tapped by you, haha. It's -3°C outside, but I don't feel cold, my heart's on fire because of you. Sorry for babbling, I'm not usually like this. Just too happy tonight. Say something back, please? She waited ages, Dylan stayed silent. It felt like her system crashed, but no reply was normal. No matter how many messages she sent, he never answered. Yet she felt lucky, he hadn't blocked her, she could still glimpse his posts. Such is the humility of a hopeless. Phone on her heart, she waited until she fell asleep, no reply. Sam saw Dylan's faint smirk, peeked at the cheesy texts, and shuddered. With your freezer burn attitude, keeping a girl hooked for 3 years, impressive. Seriously, such pure, blazing, honest love, doesn't it move you at all? Dylan pocketed the phone, face cooling again. Focus, you're feeding the enemy. On the big screen, game over. Next morning Jennifer woke clutching her phone. A red dot glowed beside Dylan's name. Ah, he'd answered. Only, but progress. Every Wednesday afternoon Dylan played basketball. When Jennifer arrived, Dylan's group was arguing over court space with some other guys. Casey, the rival, slammed the ball, which bounced high and headed straight for Dylan. Jennifer dashed over, shoved Dylan aside, and took the hit. She clutched her head, a goose egg swelled instantly. Dylan shielded her, checking the bump while Sam chewed the guy out. Chaos and shouting. Eventually the big guy apologized. Dylan snapped, We're getting it checked, your medical bill. She'd never seen him fierce, only cold, it was manly, protective. Jennifer leaned into him, head on his shoulder. Truth was, it barely hurt anymore. Dylan lowered his gaze, tucking a loose strand of hair behind my ear, his eyes gentle but his tone sharp. That ball has no aim, what were you charging in for? Now look at you, a goose egg blooming. I shrugged. Doesn't matter. As long as you're okay. Better me than you. I silently congratulated myself, flattery just rolls off my tongue. Dylan stared at me for a second. I batted my lashes, playing the pitiful card. Jamie massaged his temples, shaking his head. Love-addled brain, past rescue. He hollered the rest of the guys toward the changing rooms. Dylan's eyes still hadn't left my lump. Still hurts? I nodded pitifully, eyes darting. A peck might fix it. He stared blankly, no answer. Sam stormed out in fresh clothes. Let's move, hospital check for concussion, enough lovebird torture. Dylan shot him a scowl but, as he helped me up, deliberately brushed his lips across my forehead. My heart missed a beat. He kissed me, meant we'd leveled up, right? Him falling for me felt just around the corner. Inside my chest, a tiny flower danced on its stem. But afterward, nothing progressed. Dylan remained as cold as ever. Sure, he answered my texts now and then, one line for every whole paragraph I poured out. I invited him to hikes, movies, bike rides, he was busy. His chill made me question reality. I caved and bribed Sam again. Any chance for me? Sam was gnawing on the braised trotter my mom mailed, chomp, chomp, then muttered, investment challenge is eating him. After that he'll find time. I nodded, gloomy. On pitch day I snuck in, black suit, impossibly tall, elite aura enough to stop hearts. Girls flashed cameras, whispering so fine, wanting him as wallpaper. Secretly smug, my taste, my boy, hee hee. Even when he loosened a cuff to show his watch, my face burned. Those long fingers squeezing my waist, don't picture it, Jenny. Suddenly the room buzzed. His PowerPoint crashed, tech support was gone. I sprang up, jogged over. Trojan, probably from a tainted USB. Do I trust you? He muttered, eyeing me. I rolled my eyes. 5 minutes, remember you owe me one. Dinner, then. Not hungry. Then what? You. Blush crept up his cheeks, gaze darkening, guy turns crimson at the tiniest tease. I flashed a smirk, skimming my fingertips from his palm to wrist before scampering off. He watched with helpless fondness. After the talk, he lingered with judges. I waited by the side door, pounced as he reached shadows, grabbing his hand. Rowan, startled, but he didn't pull away. I swung his arm. You owe me. Okay, dinner. I said no food. A present, then? I only want 30 minutes of kissing in that grove. Dylan halted. He never knew how to handle my directness. I pretended irritation. What boyfriend denies kisses? Dragging him all the way, I actually got him under the trees. I meant to test the waters, success. We haggled beneath an old trunk. 30, 5, 20, 5, 15, 5, 10, my final offer. Avery, I rose on tiptoe and kissed him. No technique, just frantic nibbling, prying his lips, nodding tongues. The grove was so quiet our wet breaths sounded loud. He shifted from passive to one arm belted at my waist, the other tangled in my hair. Soon something hard nudged my stomach. Realizing what, I curved a grin. Dylan, let's get a room. You want it, don't you? He jerked back like shocked. Gave a show of checking his watch. Time's up. I licked my lips, 40 minutes already. He scrambled for his laptop, tongue-tied. I'm heading back. Hey. No stopping him, he even twisted an ankle, all fluster. I figured he'd panicked because he'd felt something he hadn't admitted. That night I left him alone to sort it out. Next afternoon Sam called, Dylan hospitalized with fever. Swimming laps at midnight in winter, who wouldn't fry? A wild thought, did our kiss torch him so bad he needed an ice bath? Rubbing my chin, I praised my own genius, definitely. I sped to the ward. Dylan sat propped against pillows, cheeks scarlet, cracked lips, fever patch on his forehead. Seeing me, he looked at Sam. Did you summon her? You kept moaning her name, so I did. I didn't. Right, your mouth's titanium. Breakfast run. From the moment I heard him call me, my eyes were glued to him, searching every dodge, cough, frown, hunting proof of love. Finally I asked, you said my name? Still stubborn, he croaked, of course not, even if I did, I was telling you to scram. Then muttered, clingy. His scram stung even after that fierce kiss. Guess netizens are right, body and heart split for guys, fun is fun. But I'm no toy. I consoled myself he's just proud, then stared straight into his eyes, digging for lies. Nothing, only evasion. I managed to smile. It's fine. Not now doesn't mean never, just over a month left, I'll keep trying. The breezy front belied a torrent of sourness only I tasted. On the eve of break, Dylan posted a photo, ballet promo, center, a beautiful girl mid-leap, weightless, dazzling. Almost never online, he posts her, means they're close, special. Without his friends on my feed, I only saw Sam's like. Probing, I learned she's Bella, childhood friend. Sam explained, the families play matchmaker, but Bella only lives for ballet, swore off marriage and kids, left the country in high school. They won't happen. Could have happened years ago. His reassurance left me cold. Even won't happen doesn't erase the old in his heart. Could I stand it if the guy I love kept one? No. My liking is pure, too pure to tolerate a single speck of grit. As my boyfriend, he posts some girl's glam shot without a word, shouldn't I get an explanation? 2 days, nothing. And I'm suddenly, tired. On the morning of Dylan's championship game, Jennifer decided she wasn't going. Tina lingered at the door, asking one last time, "You sure you won't come?" Jennifer shook her head. Tina bobbed her head with theatrical insight. Jenny gets it, playing hard to get. Jennifer. She was simply, genuinely unhappy. Word came that Dylan's team won. Sam texted Jennifer the good news and invited her to celebrate with everyone. Dylan never called or messaged her once. Like Jennifer wasn't his girlfriend, or he'd never considered her one. The sourness in her chest kept spreading. She turned Sam down and, out of spite, refused to text Dylan either. They were in radio silence. Or, more accurately, Jennifer was sulking alone. As long as she didn't reach out, he wouldn't either. 3 days later, Jennifer wheeled her suitcase toward the high-speed rail station, headed home for break, when she spotted Dylan's group outside the dining hall entrance. Sam waved excitedly. Dylan, beside him, watched her with measuring eyes. They hadn't spoken in 8 days. He made no move to change that. Sam hollered, "Come ski in Xinjiang with us." Dylan lowered his gaze. 2 girls taking selfies turned around. Jennifer recognized the one in the long white puffer, Dylan's social media friend. Furry earmuffs framed a face even prettier than her photos. Dylan wore white, too, though Jennifer remembered him in dark tones. Matching outfits, on purpose? The girl bounced over. "Sam, your friend? Aw, Jenny?" "Luke's girlfriend." She looked at Dylan, teasing. "Hiding her so well, aren't you going to introduce us?" Dylan pulled Jennifer close, almost shy. "Jenny, this is Bella." Jennifer forced brightness. "Even lovelier than your pictures." Bella beamed. "Your girlfriend's way sweeter than you are, Luke." Familiar, flirty warmth laced every word. Sam chimed in again, "Let's go, ski trip." Jennifer grimaced. "I don't have the budget." Pfft. "With Luke around, money's nothing. But I only like spending money from someone who likes me." "Do you like me?" Her voice was barely a whisper, meant for him alone. She stared into his ink-dark eyes, waiting. He turned his face away. "Go or don't. If you won't, Jenny can't force you." The last thread of hope snapped. Jennifer gripped her suitcase handle. "Then have fun, guys." Sam wailed behind her, "You're seriously leaving?" She waved without looking back. For the whole month of winter break they were apart, pouting, waging Cold War, or maybe, in Dylan's eyes, nothing at all. In any case, neither contacted the other. On New Year's Eve he posted one photo, fireworks. Caption, "Happy New Year." Jennifer couldn't help wondering whom he'd watched them with. Was he happy? Laughing? Definitely not the frosty version he showed her. A crazy competitive urge flared. She had to prove she was doing fine too. When Jack lit their fireworks, Jennifer filmed a clip for her story, bursts crackling across the black sky. Graduation loomed, and ordinary Jennifer had to job hunt. Jack said a pal at Eastbrook was entering Bluecore's AI contest. Winners got internships, maybe full-time offers. "My buddy's name is Ethan. Why didn't I mention him sooner? He's the CS god. Put in a word for me, big bro, you're my only connection to future glory." Jennifer caddied for Jack the entire break before he agreed to ride north with her and introduce her to his old friend. To keep him comfortable she fetched, carried, opened every bottle of water, hovered like a page. Jack laughed, ruffling her hair the way he had when they were kids, tangling it into a bird's nest. Annoying, but favors had to be swallowed. While she finger-combed the mess, a tall silhouette in a short black puffer, legs for days, glanced at her from the exit gate, then turned away. Her heart pounded before her brain caught up. Dylan must have seen her, yet ignored her. She ran after him but he'd vanished. She pulled out her phone, thumb hovering, the memory of his old, how perfect they looked together, stabbed like grit. She stuffed the phone back. If he wouldn't acknowledge her, fine, career rescue would do. Jack's network delivered. Ethan let Jennifer onto his team. Over the moon, she escorted Jack around Northbridge 2 more days before putting him on the train. He shoved a fat red envelope into her hand. "What's this for?" Trying to make me cry? Jack smiled, dabbing her tears with a tissue. You're the one who still bawls like a kid. Go on, get out of here. Leaving the station, she spotted Dylan's car. Coincidence, huh? She dialed, no answer. The car sped off. That day marked the final deadline of their 3-month bet. After long thought, Jennifer refused to let things fade unresolved. She wanted an answer. She booked a room and messaged Dylan to meet. No reply came. She assumed he wouldn't show. At almost 10, the door knocked. Outside, light rain had dampened his hair, his whole mood. No date night flutter, just chill detachment. But physical chemistry doesn't listen. She still flung herself at him, kissing cheeks, chin, nose, mouth. She straddled him on the couch, kissing and tugging at his belt, intent on claiming him even once, no matter the outcome. Breath ragged from her assault, Dylan still caught her wandering hands. She withdrew from his lips, warm and wet, and whispered, "Dylan, the 3 months are up. Do you like me even a little?" He freed her wrists, hands sliding into his pockets. Though she sat above him, she felt looked down on. His gaze was murky, voice mocking. "What are you imagining?" She tried again. "So you don't like me?" He shot back. "And do you actually like me?" Hadn't she shown it? Confessions, careful attentiveness, never daring to ask about his old for fear of driving him away. Whatever. A person can invent 1,000 reasons not to love someone. Why humiliate herself digging? Jennifer slid off his lap. "I lose the bet. From today I won't pester you, let's be strangers." Dylan said nothing, only watched with eyes that could freeze fire. She stepped out and shut the door, sealing away that razor gaze. 3 years of crush, finished at last. Senior spring, thesis plus Ethan's contest kept Jennifer frantic. Busy was good, it left less time to think of Dylan. Falling for someone is easy, forgetting is hard. Oddly, since their talk, chance meetings multiplied, though she never engineered them. She dodged each one, eyes on her phone, chatter with friends, treating him as a stranger. Dylan never greeted her either. Only once did Sam text, "Who's the guy you came back to campus with?" Jennifer answered, "My cousin Jack." "Jack? Yeah, why?" "Nothing, huge misunderstanding. Question mark. Without you this whole family would fall apart." "Where are you?" "Study room, B building." She had no time to decode him, she was hunting a bug. Ethan was strict, teamwork with him demanded her A game. She finished organizing her part and went to meet him. Not long after, a figure sat down beside Jennifer. Jennifer's eyes were still glued to her screen. She tilted toward the newcomer and greeted, "You're here." She pulled up the part she didn't understand, ready to ask the person beside her, only to discover it wasn't Ethan, it was Dylan. He didn't look great, faint bruises of fatigue under his eyes, his lips a little chapped. The flaws didn't touch his looks, though. Jennifer stared blankly for several seconds again. After scolding herself for being starstruck, she asked, "Do you want the seat?" He shot back, "Am I not allowed?" She thought he'd come looking for her, but with that attitude, probably not. Jennifer pressed her lips together and nodded. "Sure, of course you can." She shut her laptop, swung over the table, and resettled 3 rows away. Away from that patch of low pressure, body and mind both felt lighter. A moment later Ethan arrived and sat next to her. A loud screech of chair legs came from behind. In the hushed study room it sounded explosive. Startled students turned to glare. Dylan was already on his feet and leaving. Jennifer only caught his profile, yet the anger radiating off him was unmistakable. Had Jennifer upset him? Probably not. She hadn't clung to him at all lately. With the contest approaching, perfectionist Ethan was putting in even more overtime. Jennifer couldn't drag the team down, so she decided to book a room off campus and debug a new feature overnight. Yawning, she waited for him under his dorm. Halfway there she bumped into Sam. "Emery. Waiting for someone?" Jennifer nodded. Alex gave an "I know what Jennifer's up to" grin and headed upstairs. Soon Jennifer saw Dylan coming down. Hands in his pockets, he slowed when he spotted her. Jennifer still hadn't cured the habit of her heart racing at the sight of him. She turned away to study a nearby ginkgo tree. As Dylan drew closer, her heartbeat sped up. She agonized over whether to greet him. If she said hi, would he find her annoying? If she didn't, was she supposed to keep staring at a bare tree? While she wrestled with the choice, Ethan brushed past Dylan and walked up to her. Jennifer felt a sudden rush of relief. Taking the stack of documents from Ethan, she yawned again. "I've checked us in, it's close, only a kilometer." "Cab or walk?" "Let's walk." "I'm not sleeping tonight. You're a beast." "I can't keep up, you have to let me nap." Ethan smiled and gave an easy nod. They started out together. Dylan suddenly called after her, "Jennifer, where are you two going?" The question froze her. She didn't know why he was asking, let alone how to answer. She could hardly say, "To get a room." "Out. We've got something to do." Dylan's mouth hooked up in a sneer. "Something that requires a hotel room?" Jennifer's face flamed. A lab test. Campus cuts power, so we have to go off-site." When she said that, Dylan visibly relaxed. He told her not to bother, he could arrange the small conference room at the campus in for them. Same old arrogance, but his voice had softened. The robot needed space to move. The conference room he offered was indeed more useful than the standard double she'd booked. Still, even Jennifer could tell Dylan didn't want her and Ethan out alone at night. She sneaked a look at him, their eyes met and he guiltily blinked. Jennifer accepted his offer, Ethan didn't mind, so the three headed to the inn's conference room. They quickly got to work, tweaking parameters. Dylan said he'd booked 2 extra rooms in case they needed a break. Jordan. After hours of grinding, Jennifer's mind grew fuzzy. She finally sat down to rest. Only then did she notice Dylan still in a side chair, arms folded. His eyes were closed, head drooping, breathing even, he'd fallen asleep. Jennifer nudged him. "Go back and sleep." He caught her hand in his. "Dorm doors are locked by now." Jennifer took a key card. "Take a room." Dylan leaned his head against her stomach, half-lidded and exhausted. Together. Outside, the night was thick as ink. It felt like holding an oversized puppy, while Ethan still stared at his screen. Jennifer jerked her hand away. No flirting on overtime, especially not in front of Ethan. Totally unprofessional. Dylan's hand closed on empty air and he frowned in displeasure. Ignoring him, she joined Ethan to study the data. Lines of worry creased Dylan's face. Finally he pillowed his arms and slept on the table. No one slept the whole night. Heaven helps the diligent. Ethan and Jennifer's project took first place. They pocketed prize money and secured internships at Bluecore. During the award ceremony in the auditorium, Jennifer's mom showed up. Jennifer assumed she'd come to celebrate. Turned out she came to inspect her son-in-law. The man she labeled son-in-law was Ethan. Jennifer? Seated in the restaurant, her mom kept glancing around. "Didn't you ask Little Cross to lunch?" "I did, his advisor needed him, he's swamped." Truth was she hadn't asked. Imagine the cringe if Mom started selling her mid-meal. Mom looked displeased. "Can't you care about your future?" Driven, promising guys like Little Cross are rare. While he's still on campus, you have the home field advantage. Once he graduates, he'll be prime real estate with plenty of girls chasing. Where will you be then? "Mom, what are you even saying?" Jennifer irritably sipped her tea. Across the table, her cousin kept signaling with her eyes, jerking her chin toward the back. Jennifer followed the line of sight. Dylan and Sam had just walked in. Dylan's face was frosty, only Sam greeted her. Her cousin glowed. "Cuz, you know them?" "Uh-huh. Finance majors." Mom gave them a once-over, her gaze sticking on Sam's bleached yellow hair, distaste written all over. She warned Jennifer, "Stay away from boys like that." Cousin protested, "Why?" "They're gorgeous." She meant Dylan. Jennifer hunched, nodding agreement. The campus billboards. Cousin aimed her phone for a sneaky shot. Mom blocked her. "Pretty is useless. It doesn't put food on the table. For a stable life, find a cross." And he's not ugly, very proper looking. Dylan and Sam were seated next table. Mom's voice carried, no way they didn't hear every word, and Jennifer squirmed. Mom, have some tea. Let's order, the amber fish here is amazing. Don't change the subject. Did you hear me? Girl chases boy, thin as gauze, hook Ethan, fast. Jennifer? She instinctively glanced at Dylan. He sipped tea, casual, expressionless. Probably didn't care. Still, she didn't want Mom droning on, so she mumbled, okay, I'll try. Crash! A teacup hit the floor beside them and shattered. They all looked, a flicker of fluster crossed Dylan's face as he bent to collect the shards. Just a cup, did it warrant that reaction? Hearing Jennifer concede, Mom exhaled in relief and smiled. That's right. Ask little cross out for tea, strolls, movies, games. He's busy, no time for fluff. Cousin lifted a brow. Cuz, sounds like you know little cross pretty well. Jennifer. Ahem, Sam coughed theatrically. Jennifer glanced at him, then at Dylan opposite. Dylan's knuckles around his cup were white, as if he meant to crush it. Mom, enough, let's eat. I wired you $2,000, date budget. Bring little cross home for your dad to see, soon. Jennifer. That afternoon, heading back from off campus, Jennifer spotted roses on clearance. Tina's favorite, she'd helped tons with the midterm report while Jennifer was buried in the contest. A box of blooms would cheer her up. Just inside the gate Sam jogged up, panting. Who sent you those? I bought them myself. His face slackened with relief, then tensed again. For someone? Yeah. He looked doomed. Ethan happened to call back. Class over? Building C? Okay, I'll come. Who you looking for? Sam suddenly grabbed her arm. Ethan. We've gotta meet. They'd agreed she'd return his flash drive. Sam stared skyward like his world had ended. Later. Jennifer waved and walked off. Totally mystical. Jennifer rounded the corner in front of the business school hall just as the last class let out and students poured through the doors. Ethan had his bag slung over one shoulder and was talking to the guy beside him. Jennifer waved. MMPH. A hand clamped over Jennifer's mouth and dragged her backward straight into the rear seat of a waiting car. Jennifer's heart hammered until she glanced back and saw Dylan. Then she let him have his way. The moment Jennifer was inside, he crowded in after her. He Cameron at the roses in her arms, snatched them, and tossed them up front. What are you doing? Those are Jennifer's flowers, MMPH. Jennifer's protest died inside Dylan's kiss. It was fierce, urgent. Jennifer could barely breathe. Finally Jennifer's forehead dropped to the hollow of his shoulder, gulping air. Dylan gathered Jennifer closer. Jennifer, you're unbelievable, snacking on what's in your bowl while eyeing what's still in the pot. Stop talking nonsense. What nonsense? Aren't you about to chase Ethan? You even brought roses you never gave Jennifer. I'm not chasing Ethan, those flowers are for Tina. Jennifer realized he was jealous and decided to test him. Even if I were after Ethan with roses, what's it to you? Jennifer isn't your anyone. He cradled Jennifer's face, forcing eye contact. Don't you dare. Jennifer is your boyfriend. You're not allowed to want anyone else. The 3-month deadline ends soon. You don't like Jennifer, and Jennifer promised not to cling. I never said I didn't like you. You never said you did. Fine. Jennifer likes you. What? Jennifer said Jennifer likes Jennifer. It sounded like heaven itself, so perfect Jennifer couldn't believe her ears. You've been ice cold toward Jennifer. You froze Jennifer out. Right after that kiss, no texts, no calls, no visits, not even at the meet. You know exactly how to keep someone dangling. Once you had Jennifer, you stopped cherishing her. Jennifer frowned through his rant. He was the one who'd gone radio silent, yet he acted wounded. How did Jennifer string you along? You're the one who tried to control Jennifer. Jennifer was your girlfriend, and you posted another girl's photo without asking or explaining. Don't play dumb, Bella, you're old. Sam says you two were supposed to end up together. It only fell apart because she went abroad. We were never a couple, never even considered it. Our parents tried to set us up, we refused, and they dropped it. Jennifer's completely innocent. During a game I lost, Bella asked Jennifer to plug her recital on my page. Jennifer's never dated. Jennifer didn't know that needs clearance. I'm sorry. I know Jennifer messed up. First relationship, zero experience. Whatever I did wrong, I'll fix it, just don't chase anyone else, don't fall for anyone else. Jennifer stared, utterly bewitched. Was this the same ice statue Dylan knew? Jennifer wondered if he'd been body snatched. What's gotten into you? You could ghost Jennifer all winter, frost everywhere, and now you're sticky sweet? I mistook your cousin for your hometown sweetheart when you handed him water and he ruffled your hair. When you picked Jennifer up at the station at the start of term, Jennifer thought it was coincidence. No coincidence, Jennifer missed you too much. Then why didn't you contact Jennifer? Fireworks were set off for you, and Jennifer figured calling would only embarrass myself. I convinced myself you'd moved on, until I realized I couldn't accept that. I came to find you, saw you two at the station, and jumped to the conclusion you'd brought your new guy along. Your imagination's impressive. That was Jennifer's cousin Jack. Jennifer knows now. Jennifer remembered, Sam had asked her about him. Truth is, if you don't take the initiative, you just don't like me enough, right? It was Jennifer's fault. Jennifer was used to you pursuing and coaxing. When you suddenly stopped, Jennifer panicked. Nobody can keep soaking up someone's devotion guilt-free. The giver gets tired, the balance tilts, and resentment creeps in. You've learned a lot. Where did you pick that up? AI. During the weeks of radio silence, Jennifer thought hard. Jennifer hadn't treated you well enough. Jennifer got used to you being there and was terrified to lose you. Jennifer will change, will do better. Don't like anyone else, give Jennifer one more chance, please. Dylan had always been Jennifer's unreachable glacier. Now, turned into a cuddly pup, he was even more irresistible. Jennifer flung her arms around his neck and kissed him, lips tangling as if nothing less than forever would do. From then on, Dylan was glued to her. Morning and night came the messages. Good morning, baby. Night night, baby. All day long he sprinkled Jennifer with snippets of his life. Sometimes Jennifer was busy and didn't answer right away. He'd phone to protest that she was ignoring him. Jennifer wasn't ignoring, half those texts simply didn't need replies. She used to think him aloof, only after becoming the him did she taste how it felt. Maybe he'd never been playing hard to get, he'd just been himself. Graduation finally arrived. Jennifer would intern at Blue Core Inc. At the farewell dinner, classmates congratulated her. The second Dylan stepped to the restroom, they pounced. Dylan will inherit everything, and his family's in Northbridge. You're heading to Southbridge, long distance, huh? Jennifer hadn't thought that far. She'd always known she was ordinary. She'd tagged Dylan as her dream guy and never pictured a future together. The very fact they'd been a pair felt surreal. Often it seemed like a dream that would dissolve after commencement. Two lines that were never meant to cross would straighten back into parallel. But so what? Dream guy, Jennifer had already owned him. That was enough. She answered honestly. Haven't planned it. We'll take it step by step, and when we can't walk any farther we'll stop. Whose youth doesn't carry a couple of regrets? Dylan came back sullen. He stayed moody all the way to Jennifer's dorm. There he caught her wrist and refused to let her go, then read aloud every cheesy line she'd ever sent him. It's raining today, yet Jennifer feels bathed in sunshine, because Jennifer saw you. You are Jennifer's little son. The coach says we have to run the 800 meters, and Jennifer has zero confidence, but if the prize at the finish line is you, Jennifer knows she'd come in first. Streams of students flowed past. Jennifer slapped his phone screen dark. Stop, dying of embarrassment here. Jennifer, You won me and stopped valuing me. What? Your future doesn't include Jennifer. Only then did Jennifer grasp he meant the post-grad long-distance issue. It's not like that. Jennifer just hasn't looked that far ahead, and some things, Jennifer doesn't know how to plan. Dylan's face darkened, eyes chilly with displeasure. The day Jennifer packed to go home, Dylan insisted on riding along. Jennifer will head home first, get some work done, then bring you, okay? Because Mom would never approve of long-distance dating, preparing her would be a campaign in itself. Dylan's expression sank even lower. No choice. Jennifer took him home. After introductions, Mom's face went stony. Jennifer was fishing for her rehearsed explanations when Dylan solemnly placed on the table a deed, car keys, and bank card. These are Jennifer's bride price gifts to Jennifer. After graduation, Jennifer will work at our Southbridge branch. Jennifer won't let Jennifer suffer or go without. Please give us your blessing. Auntie, trust Jennifer. Jennifer will be more dependable than Ethan. He'd memorized that chat from noon weeks ago. Mom eyed the big-ticket items and Dylan's earnest face. Clearly she had no counter-move. She rose with a huff. Lunch first. What do you feel like? Jennifer'll cook. They'd cleared the checkpoint. Jennifer exhaled. Taylor looked like a soldier back from a hard-won battle. Jennifer led Dylan to her room, burrowed into his arms and hugged him tight. Everything still felt hazy. Jennifer never thought you'd go this far. He'd always seemed untouchable, unclaimable. Jennifer had pictured herself chasing forever until her legs gave out while he never glanced back. Dylan rubbed his cheek against Jennifer's ear. You already walked 99 steps. Of course the final, hardest step should be Jennifer's. Jennifer gazed up, eyes swimming. We'll be happy later, won't we? Yes. Jennifer smiled. Smiled at their future. Smiled in gratitude to the brave girl she had been. The brave reap happiness first. Thanks for listening to today's story. If you liked it, thumbs up and share with friends. Jennifer looks forward to your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more great tales. See you next time.